I averaged 2,762 calories a day on a cruise last week. And it's not all fat, it's water. It's not a moral failing, and I want to show you why. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Grace, and I have been on a weight loss journey since February of 2025, and I have lost over 50 pounds. I have been using the GLP-1 medication, specifically Zepbound. I'm currently on the 10 milligram dose, and I want to tell you what happened last week. I disappeared. I conducted a little poll here on the channel, and you guys are such loyal friends. You know me so well. You all guessed it right. I was taking off on a cruise with my family, and we absolutely had a blast. But did I overeat? I did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hide that. I have every intention of sharing this video with you and showing you, like I do show you what I eat in a day. I'm gonna show you what I ate on this cruise. And a lot of it is things that I have not shown on here at all because you guys know it's not part of my regular menu, but I wanted to be transparent and honest. Did I gain weight? Yes, I gained weight. I didn't break my body. I didn't undo my progress. I took my shot and I went on living my life because life doesn't stop just because you are on a weight loss journey. It was a cruise. So you guys already know it's an all you can eat experience. We did have 3 nights of specialty dining. And after years of not sailing on a Norwegian cruise, I told myself last Saturday before we boarded, I'm going to enjoy everything that I want on this cruise because I don't know when we're going to do another NCL cruise. Was that a reckless choice on my part? Did it lead to overeating? Possibly, but I'm not going to guilt trip myself. What a mindset shift, right? Like if you watch Grace's or past cruise videos, you will see me lose it on here. You will see me break down. You will see me just be so disappointed in myself that I did that. I'm not doing that this cruise because I had an incredible time. My family had a blast. My kids, they're little cruisers now, and I don't regret making those memories with them for a single second. So I want to show you what I ate, and I want to tell you how I absolutely wrecked my dieting last week with an average of almost 2,800 calories a day. I wanted really good data this cruise. So what I did was, even though I don't have service on the cruise ships, we don't buy the Wi-Fi package. We truly disconnect. And unless we're at a port and we can connect to free Wi-Fi, I don't have any service. So what I did was I kept a log on my phone of every single item that I ate. And even though I didn't have actual measurements like ounces or any nutritional information, I tried to, take good notes, good descriptions of exactly what I was eating so that when I got back home, I could upload everything to AI and it could give me an estimated average of what I ate. My Saturday, when I started, it was actually my lowest average caloric day. I started with Starbucks. And then once we got on board, I actually ate some fried rice, beef stir fry, a little Greek salad. And then for dinner, had this really beautiful grilled tilapia. And I ate my first dessert of the day, half of a honey crème brûlée that was absolutely divine. I actually clocked in at 1,615 calories Saturday. It is my smallest caloric day, and you will see that it builds up as the week progresses. I could feel the bloat already starting just on my second day of cruising. And so what I did was I kind of started the day low carb. I had a beautiful egg white omelet with some bacon. Later for lunch, we had wings and I had a Cobb salad. And then for dinner, I had this really yummy blue fish with mashed potatoes and mushrooms. And I did have a really creamy, decadent after 8 chocolate mousse dessert, but it still clocked in like way higher than Saturday. I was already at 2,350 calories for my Sunday meals. There was a Starbucks on board, so I also did have calories from lattes. The good news is that me and my hubby actually split one, so I got to save some calories there. I did add it to my tracking. And on Monday, I started with a really yummy yogurt parfait and one of my favorite things, an open face smoked salmon bagel. Then for lunch, I had this really beautiful tom yum broth soup. And for dinner, we went to our first specialty dining on board, and we had like an Asian fare just an absolutely wonderful meal with pork belly bao bun, a tuna pizza, pot stickers, volcano roll, and a Peruvian skewer, and ended the meal with a scrumptious green tea mousse chocolate brownie dessert. I clocked in this day at 2,400 calories. If you're still watching and you're thinking I'm a lost cause at this point, don't click away yet. I am still missing the last 4 cruise days, and they are the highest caloric days yet. Please don't forget, if you're still here, would you consider subscribing? Would you hit the like and leave me a comment? Tell me, how was your last vacation or your last trip? Did you, like myself, find that you were overindulging during your trip? Or if you didn't, tell me that as well. So if you guys know me, and I know you know me so well, if you're wondering, Grace, how was your movement on the ship? Well, you better believe I was faithful to the gym. Out of a 7-day cruise, I showed up 5 of those days. I was in there for about an hour. I focused on high intensity cardio. So at my sessions were between like 45 to 50 minutes long. I did a lot of days on the stationary bike because I could really like rev up the intensity on them, get a really good sweat, and try to burn like between 300, 350 calories per session. And then I also ended my workouts with my dumbbell reps that I do at home. I just did them at the gym as well. So I showed up for my movement. I was consistent with that. And that's something that I am really proud of. Tuesday's meals were absolutely rich and mouth-watering. I started the day with huevos rancheros, then continued that Latin flair for lunch with lechon asado. And for dinner, I had the best meal I've had on any cruise yet. I had a Hawaiian pork belly with yams and coleslaw, and it was the best tasting thing that I've had. Literally, I think any trip that I've taken ever, it was just so delicious. I also had some carrot cake and cannoli. That day, I ended with 3,140 calories. Wednesday was the highest caloric day. I clocked in at 3,730 calories. As you're going to see in the pictures, aside from my breakfast, which was a small yogurt parfait, the rest of the day is incredibly carb heavy. It was Latin, Indian, inspired meals, and they were mouth-watering and delectable, and I enjoyed every single bite of them. But it was a lot on my plates, and I kind of wanted to try a little bit of everything. So yeah, that's how that day ended, and I don't regret it. It was absolutely delicious. After spending the first couple of weeks of the new year in a low carb diet, all this carb heavy food on board definitely gave me the bloats. I was constipated. I did feel uncomfortable, but not to the point that it affected my diet choices, because like I said, I went in with the idea that I was going to enjoy everything that I wanted to have on the ship, and I did. So Thursday we start to work our way down in calories, but we're still over 3,000. What's special about this day is we went to our second specialty dining. We went to the steakhouse on board, and we had a beautiful filet mignon. We had lobster bisque. We had salad and loaded baked potato. Like, it was just a really, yummy meal. And yeah, the day ended with 3,300 calories. Don't worry, I didn't just eat the whole time. Yes, me and my family did participate in a lot of events and activities on board and at the ports. We got to watch movies. We got to do the board games several days. We visited several water parks. We got to watch a really fun new musical I had not seen, Choir of Men. We got to watch a Journey concert, Hey Journey of Life. We also got to see a Beatles invasion, and that was a lot of fun. We went to several comedy shows, and me and my husband just laughed our butts off. We also went to a wildlife experience event at one of the ports. So really just had an amazing time all together with our family. Now it's Friday, it's the last day of the cruise, and I'm already so full. My calories are actually starting to come down because I just can't eat anymore. And at this point, Friday, I actually just start with coffee and green tea. I don't eat until lunch. I have a really beautiful chicken miso soup. And then for dinner, we have our last specialty dining at the teppanyaki place. I had yummy garlic fried rice with scallops and shrimp, and I ended my dinner with a really yummy green tea mousse. That day, I clocked out at 2,800 calories. For a 7-day cruise, I ate a total of 19,335 calories. And just to put some context to that, Typically, with my caloric deficit, I am eating about 10,000 calories. So almost 10,000 calories extra I ate in a week. It was just for travel. It's not something I do often. If you followed my journey last year, I did that about 6 times throughout the year because we were traveling on a cruise. So if that's my pattern, I'll take it because it's worth enjoying my vacation with my family. So, what was the damage? I took a screenshot of my last weigh in here on my channel, which was week 47. I weighed in at 211.4 pounds. I left for the cruise on the 17th. And when I returned and I weighed myself in on Sunday, January 25th, I actually weighed in for week 48 at 212.2 pounds. So if you did the math, that means that I gained zero point 0.8 pounds for a 7-day cruise where I ate almost 20,000 calories, an additional 10,000 to what I typically eat with my caloric deficit. That's not even a whole pound. So I'm thrilled about that because I did exactly what I set out to do, which was to enjoy and delight in whatever I saw that I wanted to have. And I was consistent with my movement. And I think that that helped so that the water retention, the glycogen, the inflammation wasn't worse and the scale showed a much larger number. But yeah, that's what the damage was, guys. Zero point 0.8 pounds. Don't worry, I am back to my low carb, high protein, high movement game this week. So I am hoping to report back at the end of the week with my week 49 weigh-in. I can't believe I am almost to the year of my GLP-1 journey here with Zepbound. And I'm excited. I'm thrilled. And I do have a question for you guys. Before I log off, don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Please join the channel. It helps me to continue to share this with others. And my question for you, my comment is, have you ever seen the scale jump after a trip like I have and later realized that it's not all fat, it's mostly just water, and it's going to come right back down? Tell me in the comments. And thank you again for being here. Don't forget, guys, let's keep losing. Bye.